It's the Dominic K. Morning Show here on RadioOnFire.com. Thank you for joining me. New episodes of Dominic K. Morning Show drop daily 9 a.m. As many of you know, we are transitioning into a larger facility for the Radio on Fire News Network. And in the meantime, live programs have been pushed back. We will be resuming those shows that you have come to know and love very soon. So, Jemele Hill, she is an ESPN analyst and a host. So she talks about sports and some other things. A lot of times, I think fans seem to like sports figures to stick to sports, specifically when they, in regards to the protests started by Colin Kaepernick. I do not necessarily agree with that. I think that sports figures, entertainment figures, definitely can speak about political things, just as political people speak about pop culture. From time to time. So it's nothing wrong. You're a person, so you have a feeling on different things, and you should be able to speak on those things. You don't have to be put inside of a little box. Many comedians have gone on to become political figures. Clearly, the current president is not a political figure, at least not traditionally, but he has attempted to morph into one. And ESPN's Jemele Hill recently called Donald Trump what he is, and that is a white supremacist. Now, she said this not on her show. She said this via Twitter, and initially in response to an article tweeted by The Hill about Kid Rock's rejection of being labeled a racist because he used the Confederate flag at concerts. The Confederate flag is a symbol of racism. The flag in itself is the symbol. So it doesn't matter if Kid Rock, if you have black friends, it doesn't matter if many black rappers supported you early in your career and therefore, you cool with them. You have the symbol of rebellion and white nationalism, aka white racist, white supremacy. The Ku Klux Klan carries around that fucking flag. I mean, it's not debatable. It's not debatable. But Kid Rock, tries to debate it. Now, in response to this post, this article, Ms. Hill said the following: Donald Trump is a white supremacist who largely surrounded himself with other white supremacists. Clearly, that is a factual statement. She went on to say he loves black people so much that he pandered to racists by using a flag that unquestionably stands for dehumanizing black people. That is a powerful statement and an accurate statement. She continues, Trump is the most ignorant, offensive president of my lifetime. His rise is a direct result of white supremacy, period. Very, very powerful words. Lastly, she said, he is unqualified and unfit to be president. He is not a leader. And if he were not white, he would have never been elected. So strong words. She is a political analyst, but as I said, this is a woman who lives in this country, has experienced the things that many of us are experiencing as college-educated women. That makes no difference. She's giving her opinion, not on the show. This is via Twitter. So, of course, outrage came with that. Of course, you gotta get, these corporations feel like they have to get people in line. ESPN released a statement, and the ESPN statement, this is the employer of Jemele Hill. They said the comments on Twitter from Jemele Hill regarding the president do not represent the position of ESPN. We have addressed this with Jemele, and she recognizes her actions were inappropriate. So if it does not represent the position of ESPN, are they saying that they don't think that Donald Trump is a white supremacist? Do they think that he is a white supremacist, but you shouldn't say that via Twitter? I'm really not sure what they were getting at in regards to that. But I definitely want to commend Jemele Hill on her addressing this issue. I want to say that I stand with and support her. First of all, her statements are facts. This is not the first time we've heard this. I don't even think that they're controversial. I think that in today's climate, where you have to deal with the backlash for saying your views, we have to stand up. And I really don't like the fact that many people feel that ESPN should fire her. They absolutely should not. How many people said negative things about President Obama? More than you can count. Too many. No one was fired for that. The thought of him being fired was not even brought up. And there were some very, very bad things said about President Obama by not only politicians, but entertainers. And yesterday as well, it was, to me, just to shows the climate that we are in right now under this Trump White House. The White House press secretary, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, addressed Jemele Hill at the White House press briefing. And she said, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the press secretary for Donald Trump, she said that Ms. Hill's recent comments, Twitter comments, calling Donald Trump a white supremacist were outrageous and a fireable offense. Like, the White House is dangling in ESPN's face the fact that they think they should fire her. All that Colin Kaepernick is going through right now in regards to no team trying to pick him up because he, quote unquote, isn't worth the headache. That's what's outrageous. And the fact that this White House has the gall to address a private company, ESPN, and on the White House at the podium going to say that she should be fired, that a private company should fire their employees. It just continues to show the lines that are crossed by this administration, and it's a very unfortunate thing. It has to be checked. It has to be checked. And once again, Jemele Hill, I definitely commend and salute this sister for the things that she's saying. Now, for the most part, I agree with her sports analysis, and I definitely agree with her analysis on Donald Trump. Nonetheless, he is the president right now. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. Employees, when they are off, can say what they want. Now, if she had said something about threatening Donald Trump's life, if she had said something in regards to that, that would have been too far. But her simply saying that he is a white supremacist and he surrounds himself with other white supremacists, and the fact that he's incompetent, which he is, and that he would not have been elected with the foolishness that he does if he was not white, that there is an opinion. It is a fact, actually, but it is her opinion and it is mine. And she could not, nor should she be fired for that. And if ESPN fires her for that, there's going to be hell to pay. I smell a lawsuit would come, and there would be a lot of headache for ESPN. As I said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Dominic K Show, at Radio on Fire. Speaking of Radio on Fire News Network, we will be opening a brand new, bigger and better facility here in Baltimore, and we are also in the process of opening one in Atlanta, Georgia. RadioOnFire.com. You can catch up on any past episodes of shows logging on to RadioOnFire.com. Click shows and the show that you want to see. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening.